Good morning, children. Let's begin with First Flights, chapter number 7, that is Glimpses of India, part 1. We shall study part 1. We have three parts of this chapter. The first part's title is A Baker from Goa. But I would like to remind you that we have studied 8 chapters already of Footprints Without Feet. After that, I have shifted to First Flights book, chapter number 7 now. But how we studied which chapters, I just tell you in brief. A Triumph of Surgery, first one. The second one, The Thief's Story. Third one was fifth chapter, Footprints Without Feet, the title chapter. And fourth chapter was sixth chapter, The Making of a Scientist. And fifth chapter was the seventh chapter, The Necklace. And sixth chapter was eighth chapter, The Hack Driver. Why did I say that sixth chapter is eighth chapter and fifth chapter is seventh chapter? The reason is the chapter number 3, The Midnight Visitor, and chapter number 4, A Question of Trust, in Footprints Without Feet, are omitted this year. That's why I'm saying that. The chapter number 5 as chapter number 3, chapter number 6 as chapter number 4, chapter number 7 is 5 and 8 as 6. So we have completed these chapters from Footprints Without Feet. I just come to Glimpses of India part 1, A Baker from Goa. This chapter is written by Lucio Rodriguez. This is a pen portrait of a traditional Goan village baker, who still has an important place in his society. So I come to the explanation part. I introduce the chapter by telling A Baker from Goa. It revolves around the relevance of a baker in the Goan culture, which dates back to the time when Portuguese ruled over the city of Goa. The Portuguese may have left, but the bread bakers continued to have an inevitable stature in this story. In this story, the author recalls his childhood days and their excitement on seeing the baker. They were enthusiastic to the point that they would run to him as soon as they woke up, without even brushing their teeth. So this is the culture of Goa. Let's come to the summary part. That the lesson begins with how narrator's elders often recall the time when Goa was under the rule of Portuguese. They talk how the importance of bakers is still maintained in their villages even after the Portuguese have left. They are known as paders in Goa. The mixtures, molders, and their time-tested furnaces continue to serve the people of Goa with their famous bread loaves. It is possible that the original ones may not exist, but their profession is being continued by their sons. The thud of their bamboo stick can still be heard in some parts of the village. The same jingling thud would wake the narrator and his friends during their childhood days, who would go running to him without brushing or washing their mouth properly. It was the maid servant of the house who collected the loaves while children sorted out the bread bangles for themselves. Bakery products have importance in their culture and tradition of Goa. Bowl or sweet bread is a part of marriage gifts. Cakes and bolinahas or coconut cookies are eaten at every festival, and the lady of the house prepares sandwiches at her daughter's engagement Earlier, bakers wore a unique frock to knee length known as karbai. But during the narrator's childhood days, they wore a shirt and trousers of length slightly shorter than the usual ones. They generally collected their bills at the end of every month. Bakery has continued to be a profitable profession, managing to keep their families joyous and prosperous. Now we have an explanation in the notes which I'm going to provide you. Let's talk about the question answers. Before us, we have question answers and the first part which we have to discuss here. The first question is, what are the elders in Goa nostalgic about? You will come to know more about this chapter through these question answers. The first one is, what about what are the elders in Goa nostalgic about? And we should know the meaning of nostalgic. A feeling of sadness and happiness together when we remember past and we feel happy and sad. A mixed kind of feeling is called nostalgia. Nostalgia is a noun, nostalgic is adjective, or you can say feeling when it is a noun and its quality nostalgic, it is adjective. So the narrator often finds his elders thinking about those good old days and telling them about the famous breads that date back to the time when Portuguese ruled over Goa. They ponder over the past and tell them that though the Portuguese have left Goa, but the bakers still exist. If not the original ones, their legacy is being continued by their sons. So the bread is bakers are the traditional bread makers, which they have cultures in their culture. Let's talk about question number 2 now. Is bread making still popular in Goa? And if it is popular, then how do you know about it? Yes, of course, bread making is still popular in the city of Goa. It is evident from the existence of time tested furnaces. You talk about furnaces. Furnaces are still existing in Goa. So, what does it mean? That bread making is still there in Goa. It exists and still it is in the culture of Goa. And also, we have mixtures and molders. The legacy of bakers is being continued by their sons. You'll find a bakery in every Goan village, as bread is an important part of the Goan culture. Question number 3 now. What is baker called? Definition of baker. Here, the baker is referred to as Peder in Goa, in the city of Goa. You can speak this. Peder is Pade. It depends on your own pronunciation because pronunciation varies region to region. I call it Peder. You can also speak as Pader also. I come to question number 4. When would the baker come every day? Why did the children run up to meet him? This is one of the childhood days memories of the narrator. The answer is that the baker would come twice a day. During narrator's childhood days, once in the morning to deliver the loaves of bread, and secondly, in the evening on his return after selling his stock. The children would go running to him to take the special bread bangles he had made for them. Bread Bengals, you can understand that some people in your area also make sweet Bengals kind of thing from the wheat flour. I believe you know it. Now let's talk about question number 5, which is a match. Uh, let's talk about the first one is as marriage gifts, cakes and bolinas. It's an answer. Answer is given in blue. Let's talk about directly the answer. As marriage gifts, people give sweet bread and which are called BOL bowl. For a party or feast, they use bread. For daughter's engagement, sandwiches. And for Christmas, they use cakes and bolinas. So this is the answer number 5, which you can match. Question number 6 is what did the baker wear in Portuguese days and when the author was in? In the Portuguese days, the baker was a unique knee-length frock dress typically known as kabai, and in the narrator's childhood days, he had seen them wearing shirts and shorter than usual pants. So the ancient part is kabai, and the latest is, as usual, shirts and pants. Question number 7. Who invites the comment? He is dressed like a pedder. And why? During the narrator's childhood days, the bakers had a peculiar dress. They wore shirts and shorter than usual pants. Thus, if someone is seen wearing pants of this much length, they invite the comment. He is dressed like a pedder. Question number 8 now. Where were the monthly accounts of the baker recorded? The monthly accounts of the baker were recorded on some wall with a pencil. So they used to keep a record on the wall with the help of pencil. And ninth is what does a jackfruit like appearance mean? A jackfruit like appearance means a well built or plump physique similar to a jackfruit. In those days, bakers had plump physique because baking was a profitable profession. His family and servants never starved and were prosperous and healthy in the form of plumpy physique. We have question next, which is in the form of true and false statements. Let's talk about the first one. The pader was an important person in the village in old times. Yes, it's true. He was very important. Second one, peders still exist in Goan village. Yes, of course. It's true because they cook and bake. Third one, the peders went away with the Portuguese. No, they say still exist. Portuguese have gone, but peders are still with us in Goan villages. It's false. Fourth one, the peders continue to wear a single piece of long frock. No, now they've changed their attire, that is in the form of shirts and trousers. They do not wear single piece long frocks as earlier they had. Now they have changed. So it's false. Fifth one is that bread and cakes were an integral part of Goan life in the old days. False. They are still an integral part of Goan culture. So come to sixth one, that traditional bread making is still a very profitable business. Yes, of course, naturally. In Goa, mostly the people used to eat bread, cakes, bangles of wheat flour, and these items. So it's true. Traders and their families starve in the present times? No. The business is very well. Its answer is false. it is still a very profitable business and their families are happy and prosperous. So is bread an important part of Goan life? How do you know this? Of course, bread is an important part of Goan life, Goan culture, as it is evident from its presence at every important occasion, from sweetbreads at marriages to sandwiches at engagement parties and cakes at bolinas at Christmas, as well as other occasions, makes the presence of a baker in every village very essential. Let's talk about the right answers. What is the tone of the author when he says that the following statements? The thud at the jingle of the traditional baker's bamboo can still be heard in some places. Is it nostalgic, hopeful, or sad? Let's go directly to the answers here. First one is nostalgic, next to nostalgic, funny, and matter of fact, matter of fact. So these are some question and answers. My dear children, I believe you are doing your work completely, and do not forget to complete your notebooks again for PT2. I will take notebooks again. I'll tell you the date. And one more subject enrichment test will be taken very soon. That will be SE Part 2. Get ready for that before PT2 in the month of October. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. I end up this chapter now.